The top 3 plant-based proteins that can help with arthritis, reduce inflammation and discomfort. It goes without saying that you probably have a shelf full of medications if you've been dealing with arthritis. The problem is that nobody talks about the natural solutions. Starting in your own kitchen, there are effective ways to reduce your pain. Arthritis doesn't just cause pain, it wears you out. It's exhausting to deal with aching joints, stiffness in the morning, and the kind of pain that stops you from doing the simple things you once enjoyed. I also want you to know that there are other options available to you, even if you've been told to just accept it. The majority of people are unaware that the foods you eat can greatly influence your daily mood and pain levels. While some foods can make arthritis worse, others can actually reduce inflammation and pain. Today, I want to share with you 3 common plant-based proteins that not only support your joints, but also reduce swelling and help you feel more like yourself. These aren't pricey health products or miracle drugs. They're simple, affordable, and real foods that you most likely already have access to in your grocery store. Let's get started. If you're tired of just managing your arthritis and are ready to make small changes that lead to a big impact, you're in the right place. To continue this conversation, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Before we start, first, let's talk about lentils. I understand that lentils may not sound particularly exciting. You won't often see them on trendy Instagram food pages. They're not flashy or packaged in extravagant ways. However, if you or someone you love has arthritis, this simple little legume could become your new best friend. Lentils are incredibly effective at lowering inflammation, relieving joint pain, and supplying your body with the nutrients it needs to feel better. What's the best part? They don't require complicated cooking, they're affordable, and they're easy to find. So, why lentils? Why are they so effective at relieving arthritis? Let's begin with the fundamentals. Protein. The power of lentils in fighting arthritis. Protein is essential for the growth and repair of tissues in your body, particularly the muscles that support your joints. This is where it becomes complicated, though. Many common protein sources, such as red meat, can actually make the body more prone to inflammation. When you already have painful, swollen, or stiff joints, that's the last thing you want. Conversely, lentils provide all the benefits of protein without exacerbating your symptoms. In fact, they may even improve your mood. This plant-based protein complements your body rather than contradicts it. However, the advantages of lentils extend far beyond their protein content. Another key benefit is magnesium, which they contain in abundance. Magnesium is one nutrient that most people, especially older adults, don't get enough of, yet it has a significant impact on how your body regulates inflammation. Think of magnesium as your body's natural muscle relaxant. It reduces stiffness, eases joint tightness, and, in some cases, even relieves nerve pain. If you've ever had a morning when no amount of stretching helps your joints relax, magnesium may be what you're lacking. Next up is potassium. It's more important than many people realize, but often overlooked when thinking about arthritis. Potassium helps the body eliminate excess salt, which can cause bloating, water retention, and additional joint swelling, especially when you're eating processed foods. If your hands or knees feel swollen, that could be the reason. Getting enough potassium, such as from lentils, will help your body naturally reduce edema and flush out excess salt. And when swelling goes down, pain goes down. It's that simple. Additionally, lentils are a powerful source of fiber. You might ask, what's the connection between fiber and arthritis? More than you might think, actually. spikes in blood sugar can worsen inflammation. Your body releases inflammatory molecules in response to meals that raise your blood sugar levels, leading to increased discomfort, stiffness, and joint pain. Fiber slows the body's absorption of sugar, helping to keep blood sugar levels stable throughout the day. Eating high-fiber foods like lentils not only protects your joints, but also gives you more balanced energy. And let's not forget folate, also known as vitamin B9. Folate isn't discussed as often as it should be, but it plays a significant role in reducing homocysteine, an amino acid in your blood that, when elevated, has been linked to joint pain and inflammation. Here's the good news. Consuming lentils daily can help maintain healthy folate levels. It's one of those subtle, invisible changes that can have a big long-term impact. You may be wondering, that sounds fantastic, but how can I eat lentils? The answer? However you'd like. Even if you don't enjoy cooking, lentils are incredibly versatile and, honestly, very easy to work with. They can be added to soups and stews for texture and heartiness. With some spices, onions, and garlic, you can make a delicious lentil curry. Refrigerate them and toss them into a salad with olive oil and chopped veggies. Trying to reduce your meat intake? Use lentils as a filling for tacos, wraps, or even homemade veggie burgers. They absorb flavor well, so you can season them however you prefer: savory, spicy, or even slightly sweet. Here's another reason to love lentils. Unlike many other beans and legumes, they don't need to be soaked overnight. That makes them perfect for quick meals. Just rinse them, add water or broth, bring to a boil, and simmer for 20 to 30 minutes. Done. They're also gentle on your stomach. No bloating or heaviness after eating. Want to enhance their arthritis-fighting effects? Combine lentils with other anti-inflammatory foods. A bit of lemon juice, a pinch of turmeric, a dash of black pepper, or a handful of raw spinach or kale can all add even more joint-friendly nutrients. Together, these ingredients don't just make a nutritious meal. Your body gets exactly what it needs to fight pain and stiffness. Many people don't realize how much small changes can help. You don't need to overhaul your entire diet overnight. Just start by adding lentils to a few meals each week. It's an affordable, powerful step toward better health. And to be honest, some of the most beneficial foods are the ones we often overlook. So next time you're at the grocery store, don't forget to grab a bag of lentils, and maybe even try a fresh new recipe. Try them. See how your body responds. Try lentils. Observe how your body reacts. Lentils do more than just pull their weight when it comes to healthfully managing arthritis. They go beyond simply satisfying your hunger. They actively support your joints, reduce inflammation, and provide the strength you need to keep moving and live the life you want. It's easy to feel like arthritis is taking over and that your body is working against you, but we have tools to fight back, and they don't have to come from a pill bottle. Foods like lentils remind us that healing can come from something as simple and powerful as what's on your plate. If this message resonates with you, leave a comment. Type 1 if this scenario seems familiar. Type 2 if you find the information helpful. Type 3 if you think this video is thought-provoking. Second place goes to chickpeas. Let's now talk about one of the most underappreciated yet remarkably effective foods for managing arthritis: chickpeas. You may know them as the star ingredient in hummus or those little round legumes that show up in salads. But chickpeas are much more than a trendy side dish or topping. These humble beans are incredibly nutrient-dense and offer sustainable, easy support for both your overall health and your joints. Once you learn what chickpeas can do for arthritis, you'll never look at them the same way again. The benefits of chickpeas. Like lentils, chickpeas are an excellent source of plant-based protein. They're a fantastic substitute for red meat, especially if you're avoiding it due to the saturated fats or its inflammatory potential. Chickpea protein helps maintain and repair muscle mass, which is especially important if you're older or dealing with tight, painful joints that limit mobility. Stronger muscles support your joints better, reducing pressure, strain, and ultimately, pain. Best of all, chickpeas provide this support in a clean, plant-based form without contributing to inflammation. But here's what really makes chickpeas special: polyphenols. That word might sound scientific, but it simply refers to natural compounds that act as antioxidants in your body. Polyphenols help protect your cells by neutralizing free radicals, unstable molecules that can cause inflammation and cellular damage. If you have arthritis, your body is likely dealing with oxidative stress, which worsens symptoms over time. This is where chickpeas come in. Their polyphenols act as a protective shield, reducing inflammation and defending your cells. Every time you eat them, it's like wrapping your joints in a layer of protection. The magic doesn't stop there. Chickpeas are also an excellent source of vitamin C, a critical nutrient for producing collagen, the connective tissue that allows your joints to move smoothly. Think of collagen as the cushion between your bones. Without enough of it, that cushion wears down, leading to soreness, stiffness, and that familiar creaky feeling. However, your body can continue producing the collagen required to maintain smooth, pain-free movement if you consume enough vitamin C from foods like chickpeas. In doing so, you're not just masking the symptoms, you're actually rebuilding your joints from the inside out. Chickpeas are also a great source of magnesium, one of the most underappreciated nutrients for joint health, much like lentils. Magnesium supports bone strength, relaxes muscles, and soothes the nervous system, all of which are crucial for managing arthritis. When your muscles are tight and tense, your joints bear more of the strain. Magnesium naturally calms the body, releases tension, and even supports better sleep, something many people with chronic pain struggle with. When your body is well rested and your muscles are relaxed, your joints also get the relief they need. Of course, we can't talk about chickpeas without mentioning their fiber content, and it's a big deal. Blood sugar regulation, which affects far more than just energy levels or weight, is directly tied to fiber. High blood sugar is a key driver of inflammation in the body. Meals that are high in sugar or refined carbohydrates trigger your body to release inflammatory markers, which can worsen arthritis symptoms. Thanks to their naturally high fiber content, chickpeas slow the absorption of sugar in the bloodstream. This helps prevent those inflammation-triggering spikes and supports steady blood sugar levels throughout the day. More stable blood sugar means less inflammation, and that means your joints feel better. Now, here's the fun part. Chickpeas are incredibly versatile. Yes, hummus is a classic. It's flavorful, creamy, and pairs perfectly with whole grain crackers, fresh veggies, or as a sandwich spread. Fresh vegetables work great with hummus too. But don't stop there. You can make a crunchy, filling snack, much healthier than chips, by roasting chickpeas with a little olive oil and your favorite spices. They can also be stir-fried with colorful vegetables and a teaspoon of turmeric, another powerful anti-inflammatory spice, or added to salads, stews, or soups. Chickpeas also serve as an excellent base for curries and pair wonderfully with sweet potatoes, avocado, spinach, or quinoa in grain bowls. Thanks to their mild flavor, they absorb the taste of any sauce or seasoning you use, making them incredibly versatile. And here's something you might not expect. If you enjoy baking, chickpeas can be your secret weapon. Chickpea flour is a fantastic gluten-free alternative that works well in breads, pancakes, and even cookies. Whole chickpeas can be mashed into vegan burger patties or blended into brownie batter. Because they're so filling, chickpeas help you feel full longer, which is especially helpful if you're managing weight along with arthritis symptoms. There are so many ways to get creative with them. Chickpeas are not only nutritious, they're affordable and easy to find. You don't need to shop at expensive health food stores or break the bank. On your next grocery trip, grab a few cans or buy dried chickpeas in bulk. If you choose canned chickpeas, which is perfectly fine, just be sure to rinse them well to remove excess sodium. Cooking dried chickpeas at home is also simple and offers even more cost savings if you have a bit of extra time. No matter how you prepare them, you're getting a lot of nutrition without going over budget. So how often should you eat chickpeas? To start, try including them in your meals a couple of times a week. The more consistent you are, the more benefits you'll likely notice. And as long as your body responds well, it's perfectly okay for many people to enjoy them daily. Your digestive system will thank you for the fiber. Your joints will benefit from the steady flow of minerals, and your energy levels may begin to feel more balanced too. When you're living with arthritis, it's easy to feel like everything is working against you, like your body is in a constant battle you never signed up for. But foods like chickpeas remind us that solutions don't always come in pill bottles. Sometimes, they come in the form of a simple legume added to your plate. Yes, they're small, but they have a lot to offer. With every bite, you're reclaiming a bit of control over your health. So next time you're meal planning or browsing the grocery aisles, remember, those tiny beige chickpeas are more than just a side dish. They're packed with the nutrients your joints are asking for and are a natural, powerful anti-inflammatory. Put them in your cart. Try a few new recipes. Start adding them to your weekly routine. Your taste buds, your body, and your wallet will all thank you. If this sounds like your situation, leave a comment. In first place, tofu. Let's now move on to the final member of our plant-powered trio. And trust me, you might be surprised by this one. We're talking about tofu. Yes, tofu. Some people love it, while others aren't quite sure what to do with it. But if you or someone you care about has arthritis, tofu might be one of the most effective foods you can add to your diet. It may not be flashy, but it's packed with the right nutrients to reduce inflammation, support your joints, and give your body the support it needs. So, why tofu? To start, tofu is made from soybeans, one of the few plant-based foods considered a complete protein. That means it contains all 9 essential amino acids required for tissue growth and repair. And when it comes to arthritis, that's a big deal. Think about your bones, muscles, and joints. All of them rely on protein to stay strong and healthy, especially. As we age, our joints don't function as effortlessly as they once did. But when your muscles are strong and supported, they can bear more of the load, relieving your joints from working so hard. Every bit of assistance matters when you have arthritis, and tofu provides that support. In a gentle, anti-inflammatory way that isn't always possible with animal-based products. But the benefits of tofu extend far beyond just its protein content. Let's talk about omega-3 fatty acids. You've probably heard they're great for heart health, but they're also fantastic for your joints. When omega-3 fatty acids are present, your body produces fewer inflammatory molecules. That means less joint pain, swelling, and stiffness. While it's commonly believed that omega-3s are only found in fish, tofu is actually one of the few plant-based sources of this essential nutrient. So, if you're trying to eat more plant-based or avoid seafood, tofu is a smart way to still enjoy the anti-inflammatory benefits of omega-3s. And that's not all. Tofu is also rich in calcium, which is essential for strong bones. If you have arthritis, especially osteoarthritis, you need to care not only for your joints, but for your bones as well. When your bones are stronger, your skeletal system is more stable, which relieves pressure from your joints. If you're lactose intolerant or simply trying to avoid dairy, which can cause inflammation in some people, tofu offers a dependable, dairy-free source of calcium. Even better, many tofu products are fortified with vitamin D, which helps your body absorb calcium and build bone density. But vitamin D isn't just for bones. It also plays a role in immune function and inflammation regulation. Many people, especially older adults, are deficient in it without even realizing it. That deficiency can worsen arthritis symptoms, so getting more from a food like tofu is a simple and effective way to support your body. We're still not done. Tofu also contains isoflavones, a group of naturally occurring plant compounds found in soy. These act somewhat like estrogen in the body. But don't worry, they won't throw your hormones out of balance. In fact, studies show that isoflavones can reduce joint pain, increase flexibility, and lower inflammation, especially for those with rheumatoid arthritis. People who regularly eat soy have even reported improved joint function and less stiffness over time. And now, for the fun part, cooking with tofu. Whatever you cook it with, tofu soaks up the flavor like a sponge. Try it with lemon juice, ginger, garlic, soy sauce, or chili flakes. The possibilities are endless. For a crispy texture, start with extra firm tofu, press out the water, and marinate it for at least an hour before cooking. Then pan-sear, broil, bake, or stir-fry it. You can toss it into salads, curries, wraps, or stir-fried vegetables. Tofu also holds up beautifully when simmered in a flavorful sauce or baked until golden and crisp. For something smoother, try silken tofu. It's great in soups, smoothies, and even dairy-free desserts. You can blend it into sauces, dips, or puddings, and still enjoy all the benefits of its protein and anti-inflammatory properties, without even noticing it's there. In many recipes, tofu can even replace cream to reduce saturated fat while keeping things nutritious. Best of all, tofu is affordable and widely available. You don't need to shop at expensive health food stores. Most supermarkets carry a range of tofu types, from silken to very firm. Once you get the hang of cooking with it, tofu can become a reliable staple in your weekly meals. Additionally, unopened tofu keeps well on the shelf for a long time, making it incredibly useful to have on hand for last-minute dinners. So how frequently should you consume tofu? Start by including soy-based foods a few times a week, if you're okay with it and don't have a soy allergy. Combine tofu with other anti-inflammatory ingredients like leafy greens, turmeric, or whole grains such as quinoa and brown rice. You'll be providing your body with a wide range of therapeutic nutrients, including omega-3s, calcium, and protein, and doing so in a way that's good for your joints, digestion, and wallet. Ultimately, arthritis can feel overwhelming. The frustration of not being able to do what you once did, the persistent aches, and the stiffness that slows you down. But small changes, like including tofu in your meals, can make a big difference. It's not about being perfect. It's about progress. It's about making dietary choices that support your body, reduce pain, and give you a sense of control. And one of those foods, despite its modest appearance, is tofu. So, give tofu a try, regardless of how long you've followed a plant-based diet. Experiment with it. Make it your own. Because the best medicine isn't always found in a bottle. It's already in your kitchen. One of the best-kept secrets for relieving arthritis? Tofu. So, let's wrap things up. Keep these 3 plant-based proteins in mind if you have arthritis. Chickpeas, tofu, lentils. They're full of nutrients that naturally improve mood, protect joints, and reduce inflammation. No need for expensive supplements or complex diet plans, just everyday foods that nourish your body from the inside out. Try adding one of them to your meals this week and see how your joints feel. Small changes really can make a big difference. If you found this video helpful, please click the like button. It really supports the channel. Be sure to subscribe and turn on the notification bell so you never miss new content. And please share your thoughts in the comments. I'd love to hear what you think. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video.